Hello and thank you. I'm joined by Craig Forrest on a day where drama replaced quality attacking football perhaps, but there was plenty of drama, some long games today. Let's start in the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, where it was Russia, the hosts, up against Spain. 11th minute, Spain with the free kick. It will go off Sergei Ignashevich and in for the own goal, despite Ramos claiming it. Regardless, it is 1-0 for Spain as expected, right? Well, 40th from the corner, Joao Piqué with a very unfortunate handball, Craig, but it is given and it was the right call.
You know, his hand is in an unnatural position there. It really is awkward, and I think the referee is in the right mind to give a penalty there, and they convert.
All right, well, we're off to pens. How about this, our first shootout of the World Cup. Koke is denied. There's Denis Cheryshev blasting it low. Russia lead 4-3, so Spain need to score to stay alive.
Iago Aspas. Akinfeev saves! Crank up the music! This nation is going to dance all night! This was not meant to happen.
What a save and what a shocker. Russia, they're off to the quarterfinals at home. Spain, they're out. No one saw that coming. Absolute domination, Craig, by Spain in this one. 1,137 passes, 25-6 attempts on goal, but they just couldn't break down the Russian defence. Were they that good defensively, or was it just Spain not capitalising on their chances?
Well, I think it was a little bit of both. The Russians are very good at what they do. They knew they're very strong at defending as well, and even the coach said he had to talk the players into playing this style. No player wants to play this defensive style of football, but when you're up against Spain that's going to pass you to death, you have to defend really well. And I thought that they did that. However, the Spanish, you need to have an end product to your possession with a purpose. They didn't have that. And for long periods of time, they played around this Russian shell without actually even trying to penetrate. So they'll be knocking themselves for that, that they left an opportunity out on the table. For Russia, the host, nobody expected them. Nobody expected them to get this far. And the crowd really did lift them on the occasion, I thought, too.
It really is amazing, this World Cup overall. You're right, most of us picked Russia to probably bow out in the group phase, maybe advance, but then crash out. But to beat Spain, a favourite for me to win the entire tournament, it just shows that, I guess, the home support and a good tactical outlet can get you a long way in tournaments.
It can. I mean, when you look at what they did, the commentators were talking about how they were playing from yesterday for the penalties. If you need to do that in a tournament format, you're probably going to need to win a penalty shootout anyway along the way, and you're not going to be playing brilliant, exhilarating football all the way through. I say this on a regular basis. Tournaments are different, and you know how you do it. It's in 90 minutes. It's a one-off game, and miracles can happen. We see it happen all the time.
But another favourite crashes out. Germany's out. Portugal's out. Now Spain. Who's next? It's been a fun World Cup and refreshing, isn't it?
It is incredibly refreshing. I think so anyway. Some of the bigger names, and you've seen the biggest names in football too miss penalties. Ronaldo, Messi, Modric has missed penalties. We've seen these great pressure situations as well. Schmeichel looks as though he was going to be the hero for Denmark. He saved a whole bunch of penalties and even one off Modric near the end of the game there too. So it was a spectacular effort by him, and unfortunate for the great Dane that not that long ago took a team of Leicester City to the championship at 5,000 to 1. So he is no stranger to big time events.
Well, let's get to that game, shall we? From Nizhny, Croatia, favoured against a pretty strong Denmark team. Now, just a minute in, just under a minute, long ball from the throw-in comes in. Matthias Jorgensen has a go. It goes off the keeper, Daniel Subasic, and in. And it's 1-0 Denmark early doors. 4th minute now, Denmark with the clearance. It goes off the face of Andreas Christensen. There's Mario Mandzukic, Johnny on the spot. 2 goals in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 1-1. It stays that way for a long time. Extra time we go. 114th minute. Croatia on the breakaway. It's going to be Mateo Kovacic round the keeper, but he's tripped from behind by Jorgensen. And the penalty's given despite the protestations from the Great Dane's son.
Well, it's wishful thinking, because I thought it was a penalty, no question about it. They looked at it, and then Modric steps up, and look what happens.
Kasper Schmeichel making Dad very proud. Not for the last time in this match either. We're off to penalty kicks. 5th round. We're tied 2-2. Each team have been stopped twice already. Jorgensen tries to go low and down the middle. Subasic, another kick save. We're seeing a few of them today, aren't we, Craig?
Tons of them.
incredible. So it's Ivan Rakitic to put it home and get his team into the quarterfinals. They do it. They break the hearts of the Great Danes. 1-1. It's a 3-2 victory for Croatia. Wow, what a day of drama. Not great games in fairness, but for Croatia, looking at that half of the draw right now, what an opportunity for them to get to a semi-final and maybe a final.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the what they've done so far, and you've got Russia next, yeah, they're the host nation, but we've just said it. They shouldn't have been here, or certainly weren't expected to get this far, but they're going to be lifted by their crowd. I thought it was an interesting match, not one that Croatia dominated by any stretch of the imagination. Anybody could have won this game. There wasn't an awful lot to it. Doesn't mean it wasn't an engaging counter, but it wasn't a great footballing match for the neutral, for sure. But lots of pressure on them. I think that showed in the penalties as well. And as this tournament mounts, who's going to be able to deal with this pressure better? But you got to say, even with Russia, they'll be happy with Croatia. Croatia will be happy with the Russians too. So very interesting who's going to actually make it down to the semifinals.
It's amazing. We'll be seeing one of England, Colombia, Sweden, Switzerland, Russia or Croatia in the World Cup final, July 15th. This has been wonderful so far.